Imagine for a second that the greatest leadership manual ever written was created, used to build an actual golden age, and then it was lost for over 1,000 years. Now, this isn't fiction. This is the incredible, true story of an emperor's search for wisdom and a book that literally journeyed through time to find us again.
Okay, let's just dive right in. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of Emperor Taizong of China's Tang Dynasty, way back around the year 627. So, after years and years of brutal warfare, you've done it. You've unified the country. The fighting is finally over. But a much, much bigger challenge is just beginning. How in the world do you actually govern this vast, fractured empire?
Taizong realized almost immediately that conquering an empire was one thing, but ruling it, that was a completely different beast, and frankly, way harder. He knew he didn't have all the answers, but he had a hunch that the answers were out there, scattered across centuries of Chinese history and philosophy. So he kicked off a project of truly epic proportions.
He went to his top chancellor, a brilliant guy named Zheng, and a team of scholars, and gave them a monumental task. Go through every single important text in the imperial library on the art of governance and distill all of that knowledge, all of it, into one single practical guide that he could use every single day. And the sheer scale of this project, it's just staggering. His scholars had to sift through over 14,000 ancient books and scrolls. To put that in perspective, that's more than 89,000 individual volumes. They were literally reviewing the entire recorded wisdom of a civilization. And their mission was to boil all of that history, philosophy, and strategy down to just one book. A single, refined volume of about 500,000 characters, containing only the most essential, the most actionable advice on how to be an effective and a virtuous leader. This was meant to be the ultimate guide to governance. The book was given a name that was just as practical as its contents, Qunshu Zhiyao. It literally means the important concepts of governance from various books. No fluff, no fancy title, just pure, distilled wisdom designed to be a leader's daily companion. And the emperor? Oh, he absolutely loved it. He read it constantly, saying it was the key to his success. And what a success it was. His reign became known as the Peace of Zhenguan, one of the most prosperous and peaceful golden ages in all of Chinese history, all thanks, he said, to the wisdom he found in this one book. But here is where the story takes a wild turn. This priceless treasure, the actual blueprint for a golden age, completely vanished. For over 1,000 years, the Qunshu Zhiyao was lost to the very country it was created to serve.
Yeah, not long after the Tang Dynasty, the book just disappeared from Chinese historical records. Maybe it was war, chaos, changing dynasties. Whatever the reason, it was gone. It's like the secret formula for good governance had just been erased. But the book wasn't truly gone. Get this, while it had vanished in China, a copy had gone on its own incredible journey. It had been sent to Japan as a cultural treasure. There, it was so valued that monks hand-copied it in the 13th century, which is what ensured its survival. Then, in this remarkable twist of fate, a copy was gifted back to China in the 1700s, finally returning home after more than 1,000 years away. So what does this ancient rediscovered text actually have to say to us today? Well, its rediscovery has sparked this whole modern effort to make its timeless wisdom accessible again, leading to projects like the Qunshu Zhiyao 360, which pulls out key lessons for today's leaders. So what's actually inside? The wisdom is incredibly comprehensive. It's organized into these core themes that covered pretty much everything a leader needs to think about, from the basic duties of a ruler to the importance of virtue and the art of making really clear, discerning judgments. And the advice inside is just as sharp and relevant now as it was 1,400 years ago. I mean, take this quote on greed. It's such a powerful warning against the dangers of unchecked ambition, a lesson that echoes through history right up to today's headlines. Or how about this piece of wisdom on self-improvement? It's not about judging other people. It's about using every single interaction as a chance for self-reflection. It basically turns the whole world into a mirror for your own character. It's so practical, so profound, and absolutely timeless. So, after combing through thousands of ancient texts, what did Emperor Taizong's scholars decide was the single most important lesson? What's the one golden thread that runs through all of this ancient wisdom? The single biggest lesson was this:
Effective leadership isn't something you impose on the world. It's a process that radiates outward, and it starts from within. It begins with cultivating your own mind. From a clear mind, you get a cultivated character. From that character, you can guide your team, then your state, and only then can you hope to bring order to the world.
You see, these ancient masters understood a really profound truth. The power to rule the world, or to lead a company, or even just to guide a family, it all stems directly from the ability to first rule yourself. True authority is actually born from self-mastery. And that leaves us with a pretty challenging question, doesn't it? The most powerful emperor of his time felt he needed a daily guide to work on his own mind and character before he could even think about leading other people. So in our own lives, what guide are we using?